Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to candle review number 2 of the day. In this video, we are going to be chatting about a Cheerful Giver Gourmet Sugar Cookie. If you missed it a little bit earlier today, I uploaded my review of a Cheerful Giver Almond Butter Pound Cake. And in that video, I do address the customer service experience. If you will recall when I shared my A Cheerful Giver candle haul, my package was a little rough. When I opened it, there was just not enough padding in the box. And so my candles were kind of jumbled, and I did have one of them that was smashed. So I do address how customer service responded in that video. So make sure you go watch that if you're interested in ordering yourself and hearing about how they handle reviews. But in this video, let's just get into the gourmet sugar cookie. So a Cheerful Giver has many jar types. So this one I decided to pick up in the 22-ounce double wick mama jar. In fact, all of the candles that I ordered, with the exception of 4, came in this mama jar style in the 22 ounces. I did order 2 of the baby jars as well. I think looking at the jar styles that they have available on their website, this style appealed to me the most aesthetically, but they also have these, I think they call them farm fresh candles that look like they come in these little tins. I'm just gonna pop my phone in front of the frame here because I just think these are absolutely darling. And I can't believe I didn't notice these when, talking about that one right there. Is it, oh yeah, wow, look at that focus. Isn't that adorable? It's actually the same price as the mama jar. So if you like this kind of, I don't know, this looks a little bit more rustic. So if your home decor tastes lean a little bit more rustic, maybe that Americana, rustic Americana type style, you might really like that packaging. I'm not sure about the number of ounces. You can look that up yourself. I will be linking a Cheerful Giver in the description box down below, so feel free to go check that out if you're interested. But yeah, lots of different types of jars. They also have wax melts. So the jars do come, these what are these called? Oh, these are called the Keepers of the Light line. These do come with a little ribbon around them, but again, aesthetically, that's just not for me. And I'm assuming maybe you should remove that prior to lighting these. Let me know if you purchase these and you keep that ribbon on. It just made me a little nervous to have fabric around an open flame, but whatever. Let's go ahead and read through their little product description here. So, gourmet sugar cookie, rich, creamy butter baked with sweet vanilla toffee, finished with a crackle of sugar. By the way, these are 100% paraffin, and this mama style jar is supposed to have a burn time of 125 hours. Typically, paraffin has quite a long burn time, and that's definitely the case here. I have said before that I really don't personally enjoy paraffin wax myself. However, this particular candle company has been on my list to check out for a long time. So, so far, I am enjoying the overall quality of the burn, despite these being paraffin. For me, honestly, in the past, paraffin has gotten quite sooty, and that just, I don't love that. I don't love the way that looks. It also makes me nervous just knowing that all of that soot is also attaching itself to my walls and my ceilings. And let's be completely honest here. Anytime that you are burning any candle in your home, be it soy, be it coconut wax, be it paraffin, whatever, you are going to have some level of soot that settles in your house over time. This is why I definitely limit my burn to a max of 2, maybe 3 at a time. And if I want to light something else, I will blow out the candles that I already have burning and light something else. But I tend to find that the less candles that I burn, the better for the paint in my house. At our last house, we did definitely have to repaint everything after a while because my candle burning was a little bit excessive back then. So anyway, if you're starting to notice a lot of soot and stuff in your house, maybe consider cutting back on the number of candles that you burn at any given time. So there's that. All right, let's get back to this description here. So what do I smell based off of that description? The notes are basically butter, sugarcane, and toffee. So does this smell like a sugar cookie? Yeah, I think so. The issue that I'm having with this one that might be solved once I place it underneath a candle lamp is that I am getting that like kind of, it almost smells waxy to my nose. I was trying to think of like if there was a better way for me to explain the undertone of paraffin, but to my nose, it kind of just smells waxy, if that makes sense. So I smell a little bit of that waxiness mixed in with these fragrance notes. It certainly has a sugar cookie vibe to it. I will say toffee is not what I would say this smells like. What this smells like is one of those Pillsbury sugar cookie dough things that you buy in the tubes at the grocery store that you bring home, slice up, maybe you sprinkle some like castor sugar over the top to make them fancier, or maybe, you know, you turn them into snickerdoodle type cookies by putting some sugar and cinnamon over top. But that's definitely what I get as like the base here. It's just that kind of generic sugar cookie dough with the sugar sprinkles on top. That part of it is definitely delicious, but mixing with that undertone of the paraffin, which is just so obvious to my nose, makes it hard for me to like absolutely adore the fragrance. I bet if these particular wax oils that they used here were used in like a soy formula or a coconut wax formula, I bet it would be a pretty darn good sugar cookie scent. So I do give it one thumb up. I can't give it 2 thumbs up, but I will give it 1 thumb up for at least like smelling authentic in that respect. But that undertone of the paraffin wax is there for me. So that being said, I am impressed with the burn quality here. You can see that I really don't have much discoloration on this jar at all. And one thing I do want to say is that I have been limiting the burn of these to about 4 hours or less at a time. And that really is the best policy for me personally with any paraffin candle. When I go much beyond that, that's when I notice that the sooting tends to kick up. So if you have that issue with your paraffin candles, maybe try reducing the burn time. It's worth playing around with that. But for me, paraffin, I really like to warm in my candle crocks because for whatever reason, when I put any paraffin fragranced candle into a crock, or actually underneath a lamp as well, because these will not fit in a crock. These Mama and Papa jars will not fit in your candle crocks. They will fit underneath a candle lamp, however. That waxiness, that part of the fragrance goes away. So I have not put this one underneath a lamp, but I am betting that once I do, that waxy note goes away and I'm just gonna smell a yummy sugar cookie scent. So yeah, I mean, not that I think you should buy these if you don't like paraffin candles, but if you just melt candles in general, if you never light them up and you are a full-time crocker or lamper, then definitely I think these are worth giving a try, especially if you like the look of the jars. I will tell you that they're this style of jar, hold on, let me get back to that page where they had all of them. So this 24 ounce style here, I think this is called the Cheerful candle style. That should absolutely fit into your candle crocks. So if that's what you want to do with these, I would say pick those up and plop them into a crock and you'll probably have a delicious experience. You know, obviously if you don't if you actually want to burn your candles and you just don't want to deal with that, then I don't know, maybe Cheerful Giver is not the company for you. But I know there are still a lot of people out there who love the paraffin wax formula. And after burning the 2 that I have so far, I can tell you that as far as paraffin goes, I think these guys do a pretty darn good job. And if you were really sad about Kringle doing away with the country candle paraffin, I think this would be probably a good transition for you if you're still looking for the paraffin. So at any rate, strength and throw, let's talk about that. Definitely on the low, medium end burning, just like the other one was. The strength of this I would put at about like 3.5, 4. I notice it more certain times than other times, so there's a little bit of fluctuation with the strength, but it has never gone past a 4, I can tell you that. The throw is, that's pretty minimal as well. I would put the throw of this one at like, let's put that at about like a 3.5, 4 as well. That to me is the low medium end of the spectrum. It's not like super low. I know that I'm burning a candle. Like that's evident to me when I walk into a room where one of these guys is going, but I have to kind of like get near where the candle is to be like, oh, okay, that's the sugar cookie, or oh, that's the almond butter pound cake. Other than that, like, you know, you just kind of smell like that candle warmth, if you will. Like, you know, something's there, but you just kind of have to get a little closer to it to really be able to smell it. So maybe these are also better suited to just like smaller spaces. I have said this multiple times on my channel, but if you are new here, we live in a house that was built in 2002, which is the prime time for this like large open concept style with we have high ceilings in this house. Our last house was much more, it was definitely smaller, and the rooms were a little bit more isolated, I would say. It wasn't super open concept, and I was able to notice candles a lot easier in our other house. It's a little bit more difficult with these high ceilings in here. You know, fragrance definitely wants to rise. And so as a result, it's a little tougher for candles to perform in this style of house. But if you live in an apartment, if you have a house that was built, you know, maybe earlier on where you have the more closed off rooms, you might well have a much better experience with these. Anyway, I think that just about does it for Gourmet Sugar Cookie. Will it be a repurchase for me? Probably not. But that being said, I am glad that I'm giving Cheerful Giver a try. Like I said, they've been on my list for a very long time, and definitely worth checking out for me personally. But if you are looking for powerhouse candles, I'm not sure that I would tell you to, you know, give these guys the old college try. You might be disappointed in the strength and the throw. So anyway, that's it for me. Let me know what your thoughts are on Cheerful Giver in general, or if you have tried Gourmet Sugar Cookie, leave your thoughts for everyone to read in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys being here today. I will continue to burn these candles, and in the coming weeks, you'll see some more reviews from them. And yeah, subscribe if you're new, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.